Am I just like really young at heart?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good answer. Okay. Well, hello, and welcome to the Nick's Boots from Start to Finish podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Mao, with, again, Lucas Graberger, and Kelsey needs a cooler nickname. So we got Kelsey Lursback behind.
This is the one time you can't come up with a nickname?
Well, because I was really proud of myself for SBD for Andrew.
I like Kelsey needs a cooler name, Lursback.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, that's pretty good. So the first topic of today, Kelsey went on her first Bachelorette party last weekend. How did that go?
Did I ever say it was my first Bachelorette party?
I feel like that's better content if it's your first.
But yeah, it was really fun. We had some really good food. Speaking of nerdy stuff, Becca requested a one-shot
Nice.
for all of us to play, which is like
What is that?
a one-time D&D campaign. So instead of several sessions, it's just the one shot.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
Okay.
so it was really cute. One of her friends themed it around, the whole thing was Eric was abducted, and we had to go save him.
Nice.
And then there were a bunch of fun interactive games that had to do with...
I'm assuming Eric is the fiance.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Good context.
Fun games and themes that we had to complete to...
Did you do anything like
Save him.
really fun though, or like was it all kind of like, did you read like do a group like book reading session or anything like that?
I mean, that was pretty fun.
Maybe like I don't know.
Puzzle.
But yeah, did you do any puzzles?
No, we watched a movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interactive. I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
What movie did you watch?
Practical Magic.
Okay. Nicole Kidman, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
classic.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when
Yeah.
bachelorette parties are when you're 30.
I don't know if that's true, to be honest, but I think it's true of
We did get
some people.
through a
that work here.
substantial amount of Costco-sized alcohol bottles.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
considering you told me that Becca said there isn't going to be dancing, but there will be board games at the wedding.
Karaoke, I was wrong.
Okay. I'm not too surprised by the bachelorette party.
Okay. All right. We're gonna move on.
We're cool, I promise.
So the ND5 is out now. So
Oh, yeah.
we talked about it a little bit last week. But yeah, we hope you like it. I don't know. I talked to Jackson Scott, one of our sewers, about the process of Technora sewing, and hopefully you got a sense of like how much of a pain in the what that is. And
Right.
so Technora is a self-extinguishing thread. It's not like fireproof, but it resists fire, and if it does burn, it won't completely mess up all your stitching. Basically, it kind of isolates the damage. And it's very difficult to work with because essentially like is a very brittle material, ironically, and so it can break relatively easily in the sewing machine. But it is our most indestructible thread, and I think it fits the theme well. And I hope you like it. Double lineman patches, you don't see that too often.
Right. That's, the ND5, we kind of went back to the original boot that started the whole thing, was this crazy super overbuilt boot that we sent Weston. It's like, you did a review on these indestructible shoes. Here's an actual indestructible boot. And we told him when we sent him that we will never build this. And here we are 5 years later, building pretty close to that original boot for the final ND5 series.
Yeah, the ND has been a great run. It's been a great thing for our business, for our company, and I think it was really good for Weston too, to be honest. This is our last one of the ND series. So, the other ND boots are available as well. In conjunction with that launch. So, kind of your last chance Will they still be live, you think, by Tuesday? So that would be like September 1st.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Well, it kind of depends on the quantities and everything like
Right.
that. Yeah.
I mean, we're reopening 1, 2, 3, 4, and launching 5. If we sell out of all 5 by Tuesday, I mean, it's a really good weekend.
Yeah.
But I think there'll still be some available.
Yep. Yeah. So, if you're still wanted your chance at it, limited quantities available. Some of the reasons, these boots are really hard to make.
Yeah.
I get, a lot of, the lasters have become sentient, and so they give me the freaking business a lot, and I am worried about burning them out. So that's one reason why we've kind of had some back and forth on this one, where maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago we would have been like, yeah, sure, whatever. But we've got to make sure that we can also make the other boots too. So these things do affect throughput, and hopefully you guys understand. It's been a great run. So get your ND. It's probably still available, and if not, we did go us.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We've also got a new website. You've probably experienced it. I think the front end is for the most part good to go. If obviously nothing's ever perfect. So if you have issues, you know where to find me and find us. Most of the issues right now are kind of working out back end reporting and stuff like that. And so I'm hoping to have that resolved by Sunday, basically. And yeah, we have a really, for the size of our business, it's really complicated, man. And we could have done a better job, I think, getting everything prepped. I think the partners we worked with maybe underestimated how complex it was, and maybe the mapping. But it's fine.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
No, I will say it was really funny. Moving to this new platform, it's giving us a lot of things that you think should have just worked in the past and didn't really quite work with our old platform. And the struggle we were dealing with after we switched was the super complicated things that our old site was able to do. We had to go through multiple different, let's try this integration. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. We found something that works, so we can give all the options that we had before. But
that was in the process leading up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it really demonstrates, at least for me, it really demonstrated that how unique our business is, that it's not a easy plug and play solution to find.
No, it's not. And I think another thing that's challenging is just we have a backlog of orders. And so what's really been tripping us up right now is that, one, the statuses are not mapping correctly for whatever reason. And I don't think Shopify deals with a ton of businesses like this that have this many orders in the queue, and so that's been what's been getting us. And so getting visibility into what's actually shipped. So I think I'm gonna do a manual update on can I just get this stuff in Excel? I'm trying to get our group to understand that, and so I think that's where we can get. I'm an old man in kind of the website world a little bit, and so how have you heard this, Kelsey, that the young generation is actually not very good with technology?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Because everything's been developed and polished and made to
Right.
work perfectly and everything like that. And
They
so,
never needed to learn how to code for their MySpace pages.
Exactly.
Yeah, no HTML,
Yeah.
or never had to run X-Wing or TIE Fighter on their on DOS. And I was just saying, these guys are trying to make this perfect with scripts and everything like that, and I'm like, dude, just give it to me in Excel. I'm used to dealing with crappy data because I'm an elder millennial, and frankly, years of my career were built on being able to translate junk data with VLOOKUPs and if statements and concatenations and all the stupid tricks that most people probably don't even know about, but because they don't need it anymore.
Right.
And I'm like, just give me it. I'll make it work. Do you know what concatenation is, Kelsey?
No, I don't know half the things you just said.
See? Cool.
I do think it's interesting that there's like a very specific generation or age gap of people who are better at technology than like anyone else.
Yeah.
Because of how quickly technology advanced, where it was like, you had to figure out HTML and everything, and then it quickly was like, nope, you just have to figure out a UI now.
No, it's funny because like I took coding classes in like, elementary school, and like keyboarding, and I had to program things like as a child. Not that I like got good enough at it, but now you look at today and it's all AI and like prompt engineering and or they're using it to like do all the scut work that goes in with the code. And I always wonder about that, and I'm like, okay, that's where we're heading. But like, I think like sometimes it's like with reading a book versus like Kelsey likes Spark Notes, right?
Skylar didn't know what Spark Notes were.
Nope, I did not.
Oh, really?
Nope.
I taught him yesterday.
But you read the book versus getting the summary, and like there's stuff that's missed, right? The nuance is missed. Like there's like discoveries that come from like the crevices that are gonna not be there anymore, which is kind of a shame, right? And so, frankly, what I think this means, Lucas, is people of my age group are probably the smartest people that ever lived.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like people born in 1981 with maybe a few years around it are probably the most capable individuals that like ever existed. You can make that case, right?
Wow.
I mean, there's certain generations that like, like my parents experienced like the best economic conditions that any people in the world have ever experienced. And then, like people like me are just remarkably capable because we had access to the technology, but it was not mature enough that it was super easy to use, and we had to have troubleshooting skills. What do you think?
So
what do you think of my premise?
Just to reiterate, people born in 1981 specifically, give or take a year or two, are smarter than any other age group.
Maybe not smarter, but more capable.
Okay, more capable than any other age group to have ever existed. Wow. Might be ruffling a lot of feathers, but...
Well, that's my hot take. That's my hot take for the day.
That can...
Goes downhill with younger millennials.
Yeah, I mean...
No, I think of like my siblings, man.
Yeah. Are you the oldest?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's an inherent...
Are you the actual oldest child?
What do you mean?
You're not like a middle child, but you're the oldest.
Yes, I'm the oldest. The oldest means a lot of things.
He does give oldest.
That makes I was gonna say that makes a lot of sense.
Vibes, yeah.
Right?
A lot of things make sense now. Yeah.
So I'm going to my youngest brother's wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
And it's like I talked about it. Like he's a little extra, right? And I mean, man, these texts are coming in. Can you pick up my friend on the way in from Portland? Can you bring all the alcohol to your house that you're renting? You're going to be the site of the after party. I'm like, really? I didn't know that. Okay. Did you know that there's like small children sleeping there? Is that going to be okay? These youngest people they just don't think about this stuff. No. Are you a youngest?
No.
Are you?
No.
See? We try to hire at least middle children and older here.
I'm
Absolutely.
upper middle. I've got one older than me and then 3 younger.
Are youngest siblings a protected class? I don't think they are, right? I really hope not.
What do you mean by that?
Well, so protected classes like you can't discriminate against.
Oh, okay.
And I'm wondering if youngest children, like, does that fall under age?
I wouldn't say that.
I don't think so, right? Familial relationship?
No.
Okay. We're going to start screening for that going forward.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. You're talking about in the hiring process.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interview question?
Absolutely.
Okay. What about single children? Only child?
Single children.
Single children. Sorry. Only child.
Yeah, single
Is that
children
better or
works.
worse than youngest?
Depends.
Yeah.
It's a
I think
mixed
that can be a wild card, right? Because they
Okay.
can be like ultra competent, I think it kind of depends on how their parents treat them.
Yep.
Because you could have single children where the parents are like, no, I'm done because this wasn't that great. So, hey, kid, go. You're on your own.
Yep.
And so they have to learn how to fend for themselves, and they're probably quite capable because of that. Or you have like doting parents who do everything for their kid, and then that kid's like totally ruined, So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you'd have to delve into their relationship with their parents.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a very unique upbringing because I'm from separate households. So
Are you a child of divorce?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Oh man,
I was
the '80s and the early '90s. I think something about
I think
that.
I was
my
18 though.
How Stella got her groove back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 18 too.
my parents had me and were like, I think we have to get married now, and then they got married, and that quickly ended. But my dad's side, I'm the oldest. My mom's side, I'm the middle child. So I've gotten a little bit of both. So I feel like I've got some unique perspectives.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be, I think, a feather in your cap from a hiring standpoint. Are you a
Yeah,
middle and an oldest?
I'll make sure, if I ever have to, I'll make sure to put that on my resume.
Well, it's going in your review.
Okay, great.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. One of our women's toilets is flooding. That's awesome.
Oh, sick.
Fantastic.
Sick.
Okay. Live updates from the office.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got some great stuff going on. All right, found it. So new website, super fast, right? And actually what's cool is a lot of like external secondary indicators, I would say, are saying like this was the right move. And so site speed is good, so which means like our bounce rate's dropping. I think it's indexing a little better in the old Google. We did forget to turn off. We forgot to turn off the bots. So like every once in a while, I'll get someone from Singapore that'll be like, "Hey, I can't access your website," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I got a DDoS attack from your country, and the only way to stop it was to shut off all the traffic for the entire country. So you're gonna need to use a VPN." And so yes, we need to start. I talked to Dominic about this. We got to cut off North Korea. We got to cut off Russia. China probably. I don't know. We kind of go back and forth on them, but yeah, we. I know. I forgot about that. Do you remember that? That was. Were you here in 2022?
I remember that.
Were you here in 2022?
I think I was just starting in 22.
So I was at my sister's wedding. Played some golf, wedding golf, I will say, scramble. So there were some drinks involved.
Right.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, the website is literally getting DDoSed, and it does not work for like the entire day. And I'm like, what do you do about this? And they're like, well, this is distributed, so you can't shut down the specific country, like in the case of Singapore. So you kind of just have to write it out. And so we just wrote it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I was kind of flattered that like somebody actually cared enough to DDoS me.
Yeah.
Do you know what a DDoS is?
No.
It's a distributed denial of service attack. So essentially, think of like all these computers in the world. Typically, they've been like compromised via malware or something like that. And so every once in a while, whenever this, whoever controls it wants to take down a big like Amazon, you couldn't really do that with them. They've got enough server capacity to write it out. But for a site like ours, you can just send so much fake traffic to it that you overload the servers.
Got it.
And it just does not work for real humans trying to use it. Yeah. An interesting dynamic.
Wasn't that, and this may have been me being conspiratorial, but if I recall correctly, that was very shortly after we launched our tactical boot aimed towards like mil-spec compliance and stuff.
That's right. Yeah, that was a theory. Is like, so now we were, somewhat tangentially related to
Like
military stuff.
military?
Yeah. And so I don't know. Or maybe they just really didn't like one of our podcasts or how it's made videos.
Yeah,
I don't know. So yeah, website's coming along. Let me know if you have any issues. Other big thing that launched aside that is the marketplace.
Yeah.
That is going almost too well. We're swamped. And so thank you for being a part of that. It's going really well. So we've gotten over 3 figures in listings. We've sold about half of that in terms of customer purchases. And so that's in a week. And so obviously I'd expect the first week, if it was going to be successful, to be, a new thing. So, getting a lot of attention. But I think it's a great service to offer to our customers and to people looking to get into a pair of Nick's boots. So essentially, sell your boots, whether they're a competitor or our boots. Somebody buys them. We verify that the transaction goes through successfully and that the recipient is happy with them, and you get whatever you price them at as store credit to put towards a future Nick's boots purchase. So, if you want to get out of those Red
I
Wings
think
or
it's specifically a gift card.
It is specifically
sorry, a gift card,
but
which is effectively store credit. Yeah. Our proxy for store credit.
Yeah.
Yes. So you could give it to somebody as well.
yeah, it's a bit more flexible. You don't have to, if you want, you could just give the code to say your dad selling your boots so your son can buy a pair.
And then pretty soon we'll have a gift card marketplace as well.
There you go. Start selling your gift cards.
It's just it's turtles all the way down. It's like it's just gonna keep going. We're gonna become a technology company, and
there you go.
I don't know. But anyway, no. So I think that's a cool little innovative thing. People seem to really like it. I'm like, can I sell 12 boots to one person? So it's like, hey, let's give people a way to, mix and match and get some new things.
No more having to mess with forums or eBay or
because it's super fragmented,
Marketplace.
right? Forums, marketplace, Amazon or not? Amazon not included, but Reddit. Facebook,
eBay,
it's all over. We get a decent amount of traffic, and so they're all pretty specialized. So hopefully that can be successful and kind of relieve some of the stress on our customers and future customers. But other Kelsey, we have so many people with the same names. I think it's because everyone's of a similar age, and how everyone kind of gets named the same. Yeah, exactly. So Kelsey was a big 1993 name.
I was 95.
Oh, 95.
And I Kelsey Hale is a little older.
I think,
but she doesn't have two E's. She's a one ear.
Yeah.
I was like, I think she's technically a different generation.
I
don't know how old she is actually.
think so.
All right, let's.
Anyway, we don't have to talk.
Okay. All right. But yeah, she did have the courtesy to spell her name with only one E, so I can tell them apart at least in Slack.
Yeah.
That is helpful. I
But
still
it
get
is
tagged
annoying.
in things that are not mine, though.
Oh, I'm thinking of separating you two further. Because when I say Kelsey, you both look at me.
Yeah.
It's really actually irritating.
Actually, this week I've started not doing that because everyone's going for Kelsey Hale because she's the one
On the marketplace.
organizing the marketplace.
There you go.
So I've started just ignoring everybody this week.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a pet peeve. People name the same name who work for you. Got Lucas.
I feel like we did
3 Lucases. I've got
Well,
2
I've heard
Kelseys.
there's 4 now.
I've got...
there's little Lucas now.
Little Lucas.
That's not a real thing. We've got... I only have 1 Mike now. I used to have like a ton of Connors. I think I only have...
There's a couple Andrews.
Yeah.
I have 2 Connors.
I think we do a decent job, typically, though, of separating them into different departments.
Yeah.
Me and Luke sit next to each other, but he's typically off in leather.
Yeah, so that's a pet peeve. People with the same first names. That's why I'm so uniquely named,
Mm-hmm.
You had choice over that?
I leaned into it, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then another pet peeve is headphones. Like, you guys get like jumpy. I'm like, so I have to like, you can't really tap on people.
You guys, you're talking about one person in particular.
Half of my job is audio.
And but everyone's wearing headphones these days, and so I have to I wave a hand in the peripheral of their vision. Is like, if there's a better way to approach you younger millennials, let me know.
Well, that's why we all have Nerf guns at our desks.
Yeah.
I can't shoot you guys with Nerf guns. I've got too much liability and exposure to that.
We have
no
protective
headshots
glasses.
allowed, so it's the one rule.
Well, I only like shooting people in the head with Nerf guns, so it's not fun. Okay. Anyway, so I digress there. So we've got a Stitch Down collab coming, which I think will be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of funny. Like, Ben reached out to us, and he had a user reach out to him who kind of did some mock-ups, and I think they look cool.
Yeah.
There's like a two-tone. There's a like a stylized lineman patch thing going on.
We're thinking lace to toe, wedge sole. I've been going. Me and Ben have been talking for a long time.
Lower top, I would say. Yeah.
We've been chatting for a while. We need to do a collab at some point. We keep going back and forth and haven't been able to settle on anything. But this is a really cool design. So we're trying a few different colorways to kind of figure out what we want to land on. But.
Yeah, he's done a few in the past. I don't think that he's sold very many of them, so maybe he'll get a successful one with this one.
Yeah,
which would be cool. Yeah. What?
Oh, nothing.
What was that too?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, I know you don't. That's why I've asked you to become more familiar with the boot space. Walked right into that one. Brett Viberg was in town.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a secret. He was, I won't say what he was doing. It was very mundane. But we talked shop and I don't know, maybe there's a possible collab there.
Some
We've
more
talked about it
partnership
a little
stuff,
bit. So think about that, folks. If there's anything you'd like to see us work with him on, we'd love to hear about it. Give us some ideas. I've already gotten a few ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be cool. I do think working with other brands is maybe a little bit of the future here with our space. And so I think that could be really interesting. So Lucas.
Oh.
If you could do a collab with any other brand, what would it be? And you guys, it doesn't have to be shoes.
It doesn't have to be shoes.
I mean, people do collabs with restaurants, like the fried chicken Crocs or something.
Fried chicken Crocs. I don't
That's
know
a thing.
what
KFC
Really?
Crocs, yeah. They smelled like fried chicken.
That's disgusting.
Is he making this up?
I don't know.
Can you double check this? I can't tell if Crocs does some wild things, so I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Well, we'll find out here shortly.
Okay. I mean, I'd like to do a collab with Crocs. Do some Crocs loggers. I mean, we've done modified Crocs before.
It appears to be real.
Oh no.
Okay, so how would that work in your head? So how are we going to integrate the what is it, PU? I don't even know. The polyurethane.
PU.
It's like a blown.
Yeah.
Well, their stuff is made out of.
I know. I was just,
Nice. Well done.
Thank you. Imagine a Croc and imagine a logger upper. All the comfort of a Croc and breathability with the ankle support of a logger boot.
Crocs are not breathable. They're
got
only breathable
holes in
because they
them.
have holes in them.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody
my feet get super hot and sticky in Crocs. I do wear Crocs. I'll go crabbing and stuff like that, and so I use them as water shoes.
Everyone was clamoring for drain holes in the Jungle Boot. This is what they asked for.
You know what? I would do anything if Crocs worked with us, to be totally honest with you. So I shouldn't really say anything, but I actually consulted for Crocs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was my past life for e-commerce stuff, especially on Amazon. When I worked for a business intelligence company. Yes. But they're a very well-run company, I have to say. They're one of the usually when you're in consulting, you're pulled in to companies that are not doing so good, and that's actually frankly probably the worst part about consulting. But sometimes you're working with companies that are just trying to get ahead, right, and get an edge, and they know what they're doing down there. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you have the connections to
Is
make
it
this
Niwot?
happen.
I think Niwot. I forget. It's been 5 or 6 years. Anyway, that's I think where their headquarters used to be. They've since moved in Colorado. They're right outside Denver.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
But you're saying you have the connections to make this happen then?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that Crocs would be interested in a company of our stature. Yeah, we're not Luke Bryan or
We're no
Kentucky
KFC.
Fried Chicken. Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
I don't know. I don't see the mutual beneficial part of that
for them.
for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
But no, apparently they've been crushing it in China, which I think is kind of interesting. And I think a big reason, one of the things the article mentioned is why I know this, is that they have shoes that smell like chicken. So apparently that crushed it. You can make of that what you will. I don't know.
A truly original recipe. That's what it says online.
I bet that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. But just learn new things. I would love to work with Uggs, so we could call it Nugs. Nick's using good stuff. Absolutely. I mean, you could just take a Wellington and line it with shearling.
Yeah.
Right?
We do have, it's been just lying around for a while. We have I think, buffalo
Do we still
hide.
have that?
Yeah, we do.
It's under my desk.
We do.
Yeah, when Brett was here, he was like, "What's that?" It's like,
Looks like
yeah.
a dead animal. Yeah.
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 But line a Wellington with that.
That would be a cool video boot.
Yeah.
Actually,
We've talked about it.
hey, Put it on the list.
Okay.
The only reason it hasn't happened is because I do not envy the person who will have to deal with gluing that to the inside of the boot and sewing it. Might be a little, I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine.
It was the sewing that really made us pause. But
I think we'll have to shave it a little bit and then sew it and then, yeah. But we can try it.
Yeah.
I just imagine glue and like the fur and yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can do it. I just don't want to be the person to tell them.
I mean, what if you got like, you could even buy them third party if you got like booties or something like that were shearling lined.
And just kind of
And
like
then you
these,
slide
just
them
the
in,
insert
and you
part?
slot them. Well, that's how we used to do Thinsulate. That's how
Right.
everyone
Oh,
except
yeah.
us does their insulated
Yeah.
boots.
Mm-hmm.
They just get a Thinsulate booty and just pop it in there. And the problem with that, of course, is the sizing gets wacky, right? Because you're essentially taking up space
Right.
within the cavity. It's not like our very smart solution, which is the polar thin aerogel insulation that goes on the between the liner and the vamp.
Right.
But and if you spend enough money, you can get it all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
Right? But ours does not affect the size. But if you use those booties, you do have to kind of be aware of it. And so I remember when we used to do the Thinsulate, it was always a thing. It's like, okay, I have to like make this an extra width or maybe even an extra length.
Size up for it.
Yep.
Yeah. And then sometimes they'd get it rebuilt without.
Yeah.
And then it'd be bigger because it doesn't have it anymore. And yeah.
Yeah. And Thinsulate's not actually that great from an R value standpoint.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. All right, Kelsey, what am I forgetting? Anything else?
There's a baseball game on the list.
Question mark?
Question mark.
Oh, yeah, we went to a baseball game last night.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in the past, I've done like a barbecue thing. And this time we did a company outing to the Spokane Indians. It was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I left early. I try to leave early so you guys can really get rowdy. And then also anyone who wants to leave doesn't feel like they have to stay. I swear to God, that's why. And I'm sorry, what?
I was just gonna. I think a number of people are waiting for you to leave. It filtered out pretty quickly after that.
Yeah, I figured.
I
left.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're some of the
David
first
had
to
to
leave.
get up at 4 a.m.
Oh, David.
Had to be out on that picket line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is he still striking?
Yes.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. Yes.
Complicated, man.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, anyway, the Spokane Indians
Yeah.
came back in the 10th inning
Yeah.
and won the game. So
Oh,
that was
they
cool.
did?
Yes.
Good for them.
Huh. Okay. Well, I didn't. I figured it would probably happen. I was hoping everybody would stay to the end and just enjoy the camaraderie and being around each other.
We hung out. We had a good time. We took a couple group photos.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But you left. Oh no, you were there when the guy took the inflatable baseballs.
So that was one reason why I wanted to leave. Is one of the children of one of our employees, who shall remain nameless, was like inflate. I thought they were like from the stadium.
Yeah, me too.
But they had like 70 freaking like beach balls basically, and they're just throwing them around, and like the security guys are coming up, grabbing them.
Those weren't from the stadium?
No,
Oh.
that was contraband, man.
Yeah, he brought that in, and that's one of them
Didn't know
landed like
that.
next to me, and I was like towards the front, and one of the guys like reached over and grabbed it, and I thought he was gonna hit it back, so I just let him take it, and he just took it and walked away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I think we're not supposed to be doing that.
It was kind of annoying, to be honest. Like the first time's fun, but then you're like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. So they took them all, deflated them, and I think they gave them back at the end of the game, but yeah, got in trouble.
Yep. I was like, okay, I got to go. It's getting a little too rowdy. Yeah. So next boot's causing trouble at the ball game.
As you would expect.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our show for today. Kelsey, thank you for doing such a great job. Lucas as well. I'm your host, Shyler Mao, and we will talk to you next time.